Kathleen Dworak is an eyewitness to the crash. Kathleen, sorry
Yes.
about the communication problem. What did you see? Where were you?
Well, we live about a quarter to a half mile away. Sitting in our house, the house shook. We opened the door, looked out, and you could smell this acrid smoke. Got dressed, went down, saw massive flames, about 50 to 100 feet in the air. And it was clear that there was going to be no one alive coming out of what we saw. Clear.
And did you say you heard it first?
Well, we heard the planes go overhead. I heard a sputtering of a plane, and about 15 minutes before this, I looked outside and saw that the trees sort of had a glistening, so it was clear that there was icing going on in the area. I heard a very low plane. It was sputtering. Then, just a few minutes later, there was a loud noise, and it shook our house, which is about a quarter to a half mile away.
Wow. Did you actually go over to the site, or did you stay where you were?
Oh, we went over to the site, opened the door, smelled smoke. We looked out. I saw a large red glow, got dressed, went down, and there was just massive flames, massive. We were there pretty much before the rescue people were there.
And how quickly did the rescue people get there?
Very quickly. People were running from all over. The plane crashed just a short bit away from the Clarence Center Volunteer Fire Department, and emergency vehicles were starting to come in. But the flames were incredible, and there was also explosions on the ground. And when we heard the explosion on the ground, the flames started to come towards us. Then we left.
So there were more explosions after the initial crash?
Absolutely, because we were standing there looking at the flames, seeing this site, and there was an explosion, and then a lot of the spectators then felt that we needed to leave the area.
Do you know where the explosion occurred? I mean, could you see it in the aircraft, in the house?
They were all one together, so it was all on the ground. From what I could see, the house was no longer standing, and the explosion was right at the plane crash site after it impacted.
I mean, you clearly never seen anything like this. What's been going through your mind?
It was very frightening. Clarence Center is a very friendly, warm community, and it was very sad to see. But it was clear to me that there weren't going to be survivors from what we saw. That was clear.
Yeah, it has just got to be a horrific thing for your community. What do you do? What do you do now? I mean, do you stay up watching? What happens now?
Well, I'm not sure. Probably just stay up and watch this. It's a very close-knit community, and I can hear the fire trucks going by and hear the emergency responders go by, and there isn't much we can really do. I mean, there's still smoke. I mean, our whole neighborhood still smells like smoke, so I think it's going to impact us for quite a while.
Yeah, no doubt about that. Kathleen, when you said about the explosions, was there just one extra explosion, or there were several?
Well, when we got there, we saw and heard one large one on the ground when we were observing the site, and then it made the spectators just all, because the wind was whipping up, and we just felt we got to get out of here, and but there was definitely explosion once the plane had hit the ground.
Kathleen, I know it's been a surreal night for you, and I appreciate you talking to us. Kathleen, it's been difficult. Thank you very much.
Thank you.